Hi, I'm just going to give you a quick overview on how to set up testing sessions for the MAP test. All right, so the first thing you need to do as a proctor is log into our testing site for proctoring. And over here on the left-hand side, you have a blue menu, and you're going to look for the item that says Manage Test Sessions and click on it. Once you're in Manage Test Sessions, you want to click on Find Students to Test, and you're going to select your building and your grade level and your name, and then your classes. And if you are in the middle school, you're going to have a list of all of your hours as your classes. And then I'm going to say search. Once I search, it pulls all the students associated with that hour and that teacher and places them in kind of a holding place down here where you need to assign them a test. So I'm going to select all of their names at once by clicking this top toggle button and then say Assign Test. Here you'll get a list of tests. There's only 4 available. Make sure you select the test that is grade level appropriate. So this is a 6th grade classroom, so I want to do the Math 6 Plus and select Assign. If you're going to test right now, you can click Test Now and it will give the session a unique name. Otherwise, if you want to save this session to use at a later day, you can click Save Session and name the session as you like. So maybe I want to name this session something, especially if I'm in the upper levels, maybe my last name and math, and if you need the hour in there, Math 2. And then save the session. Okay, so now let's fast forward. Now it's testing day, and I need to come up with that saved testing session again. Okay, and here I have my proctoring window, and over here to the right, I have a student testing window so you can see what this looks like. So I'm going to, from my home screen, because that's what you'll see when you log in, click on Manage Testing Sessions, and then I'll say Saved Testing Sessions and click on Show. And here is my Math 2. I'm going to click on that and say Test Now. Here are all the kids that I previously pre-assigned to the Math 6 Plus Common Core test. And I'm going to, in large letters on the board or projecting onto my screen or placing on a card on each desk, place this testing session name and password. Now the name is something I set up ahead of time, but the password is unique each time you begin a testing session. So if I were to click End the session and then start it again, this password will change. So over here as a student, I'm going to log in to Math 2 and my password 2428, and I will click Join. Once I click Join, it's going to ask me to select my name. So I have my students that were assigned right here. Over here on my screen are the only ones on the list, and I'm going to go in as Joseph, assigned to this test, and then hit Next. Is this correct? He's going to confirm his name. Yep, this is me. Yes, that's a session. Yes, that's the grade I'm in. Wonderful. And he'll say yes. So now his screen changes to please wait for the proctor to confirm your information. And over here, you'll see in a moment that his name will change to waiting to be confirmed. If you don't see that happening right away, you can refresh your screen just by hitting the arrow up here. And now see next to Joseph's name it says to be confirmed. Okay, so as a proctor you want to give them a couple minutes to all get signed in, go through that process, and get to be confirmed status. The nice thing is once you get the majority of them to be confirmed status, you can say select status and ask it to grab all the students who are waiting to be confirmed, which in my case is only 1 student, and then select the action, which is to confirm. Once the student is confirmed, over here it takes about 10 seconds for it to catch up on their screen, but his screen will say Start Test. I'll give that a moment to change over here. And once he clicks Start Test, he's in the testing session and being timed. Okay? So once he begins Start Test, the only way to stop him is either to pause him if he needs to take a bathroom break, or suspend him if he's going to be leaving class because he didn't finish, or if he got called out to an appointment, then he would be suspended. Okay? To pause or suspend, you will select that student's name right here and then say select action and click pause. If that student returns from their bathroom break, you'll click their name again and say resume. If the student was suspended, meaning that they're leaving for an extended period of time, you would hit suspend, and when they come back, you would say test again. Okay? Occasionally, the most common complaint I get is that, and common meaning like 1 out of every 500 tests, is that a student gets to this point and says start test, and their test gets hung up, and they say confirmed over here. So then what the proctor does, which seems very natural, is tells the student to close the testing window and open it back up. But when they do that, their name won't appear on the list. That's because they're currently in confirmed status. So if you end up with that situation where a student's testing screen is kind of hung up and not moving forward, what you need to come back here and do if they have not begun the test is take them from confirmed to do not confirm. And that will put them back in the awaiting student status, which will put their name back on the list. Okay? If for some reason you come across any issues during testing time, you can call your building support folks. And you can also go, while you're in a testing session, you can go back on your home screen here, and under quick references, there's a great resource called Proctor Tips and Troubleshooting. I highly recommend having this available to yourself. If you prefer to print it, that's an option. Otherwise, you can just bookmark it and have it available in case you need to get to it. Here, especially on the 3rd and 4th page, it kind of goes through what to do in case there is a little issue as you're testing right here. So troubleshooting some common issues. I hope this helps you get through some of the things that you need to know for testing day. And again, if you have any questions along the way, feel free to give me a ring.